when I died.
Basalt. Welcome back once again to the Farfetched podcast. Today, episode 2, we'll be discussing funny monkeys, among other things.
Like me charging my phone right now because it's on fucking 15%.
Like me charging my phone, just as you said that. Just
What?
because it's on 96.
Alright, well, we're not going to discuss fucking... we're not going to talk about stupid phone charges, alright?
But like, is that the
Alright, we're
fucking
kicking
Cameron
off.
monkey?
We're starting strong.
So, yes, of course, I will just take over here. Welcome back to the Farfetched podcast, where, as Sean said, we do the funny, we are the funny, and we be the funny. Not really, because we're fucking stupid, but we'll give it a go.
Yep, true that.
We'll do our best. As always, we're here for the content. But how we doing this week, boys? It's been a week. Last podcast. What do we think of the interactions, reactions? How do we do?
Well, I think we've done
100
pretty
views is
good. Our first episode did better than I was expecting. We got over 100 views in
Yeah,
about
I was
expecting
surprised.
7 and no more.
a week, I think.
Yeah. It was
3 days. In
yeah.
3 days, we got 106 views.
Which is crazy.
Most
isn't
of
it?
those were the first day.
Mm.
And we got Soviet Lolly making funny edits, and I'll be sure to put one at the start. That's what you're going
Yeah.
to see at the start of this episode. Is
They're
one
amazing.
of the,
Like, a lot of
we're
people
gonna
really liked it. People liked it more than I thought they would like it. Of course, there was like
shout out to Soviet Lolly.
yeah, shout out Sophie Lolly. And also
Shout out to
another
my man
shout out that I
Jason.
want to give is to itzbartz. I'll put his fucking Instagram account down below. He shouted us out on his Instagram too, which was nice of him to do. He's like 6k followers, probably more. So if you haven't already, go follow him. He has like the same fucking dumb humor we have, and his memes are fucking great. So go over and follow him too. Well, thanks to everyone that's like helped and shared it around too. So we appreciate it. Thanks,
All
boys.
right. So today, today we are discussing monkeys. Quite possibly
Monkeys.
God's greatest gift to the earth since water.
Except for us, he went too far with us.
Since the mater baiter.
Yeah. So monkeys, as you all know, are fat little dumpy idiots who look kind of like people. Just in case any of you were unsure of what a monkey was.
just to be sure, like.
Yeah, just to make sure you know what a monkey is.
Sean's been sending pictures of monkeys this entire time into the fucking chat.
I'll put them all up in the fucking thing.
I just want to
I'll
say,
put up.
my favorite monkey is Zuckles from the Misfits.
Yeah, he's a good one.
He's like probably one of my favorite apes, top 10 apes of all time.
Here's my favorite monkey personally. This was featured. This is actually not a monkey. It's Joe Rogan.
Joe
that's
the
my
Hulk
favorite
Hogan.
monkey. It's Joe the hairless chimp Rogan.
I think
Just
this is
every podcast
my
is just going to
favorite
be a
monkey.
section of us shitting on Joe Rogan until,
this monkey
until
resembles
he
me in the
eventually
past
fucking
week.
starts reacting to it.
That was me for a couple days.
Why does it look like a dying
Oh, yeah,
Japanese
Sean.
man?
Sean was in hospital for the
Because
last
it
few
is.
days. How was that?
Grand. There was a bunch of old people.
Why were
Mark,
you in the
my
hospital?
shout out, Mark.
There was Mark.
Do you want
Mark
to describe
and
Mark
Tom
to us? You
and
you only like sent me brief videos of Mark, but how did this whole like interaction
So
with Mark begin?
Mark was my next door neighbor. He was my slime.
It's your slime.
To put it simply, he hates the government. He told me valuable life lessons such as don't work for them, and how he hasn't talked to his brother in 30 years because he thought he sold them out for tax evasion.
He sold him out for
What
tax
else was there?
evasion.
Oh
So
yeah,
he pretty much
the
admitted
first
it.
thing I ever heard Mark say was when I was 2 minutes into the new ward and the nurse was leaving in a couple minutes because she was going home. She was like, "Any you want anything?" And then my man Mark goes, "Yeah, you can sit on me face." She was like, and this is like an 80-year-old man, and she was like, no. My man Frank, he was like 88. He was fucking ancient. He kind of just sat over in the corner in his bed.
Just for context here, he's talking about he was in the hospital, like they were trying to see if he needed his appendix out, and he got moved to a new ward with a bunch of old fellas, which is kind of like, you know, sketchy with
That's
today's
fair.
climate.
Oh sure, the first ward I was in had old people. One of them looked like your man. Do you remember in Mrs. Brown's Boys? Do you know that she has her gay son?
Ronnie,
Do you remember the
fucking
original guy that played
Rory.
him before they got
Yeah.
the new one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a guy that looked exactly like him who got me beans on toast. Equally fresh. Because
Beans on
I
toast.
was supposed to be fasting, so I wasn't allowed to eat or drink. And then he was like, I'll just grab him some beans and toast. So he walked like half an hour and he got lost trying to find the cafeteria. And he comes back with some cold beans and one cocktail sausage. I was like, you know what? You're an absolute legend, Michael. He was like, ah, sure, don't mention it.
Sure, don't mention it, boy.
And the guy beside me in the first ward, he was missing one eye. It's like they just covered his face. It's like they got the skin on the right side of his eye, just covered it and stitched it
Jesus.
up. It was weird. He must have done something to himself.
Fucking Nam
I
vet.
mean, obviously he did.
Lost his goddamn eye.
Hey,
Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
My man Mark was asleep and his the drip yoke that he was on ran out of battery. So the heart monitor thing turned off and it was just making beeping noises. And Mark got really scared. So he was like, "Oh Jesus!" And he was spamming the button for the nurse to come. And she rushed in. She was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? He's dying. He's dead." Because he thought he was flatlining. And I was like, "No. What do you want?"
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
So
This
I'm
sounds like
sure
an eventful time.
through all that time you were lying in that hospital bed, you had plenty of time to think about your favorite monkey. Sean, what is your favorite monkey?
The Gigantopithecus.
Ah yes, the elusive Gigantopithecus featured at the end credits of the last
Elusive
episode.
because he no longer exists.
The Gigantopithecus is the world's largest ape, and he is extinct. But he was featured in
Are
two
we sure he's
separate
extinct,
parts.
though? Are we sure
Maybe
about
so,
this?
but
I think Bigfoot's
well-
still real.
maybe so. But I don't think he's a Gigantopithecus.
Same fucking difference.
No, actually.
But
That's what people say. They're like, maybe it's just like Gigantopithecus.
the
However,
the
If you look at the
Gigantopithecus.
first image I sent of the Gigantopithecus today, above G.Blackie, you can tell that my man was stoned ass.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the image that says G.Blackie on it, don't know why it says that.
Maybe it's
Giganto-
Gigantopithecus blackie.
I don't know, maybe.
So is that like a rare breed?
But you can see that my man was 3 meters tall. He's a fucking
Yeah.
giant.
He's
He should've played in the
gargantuan.
Look at his
NBA.
legs. It doesn't even look like they're fully extended.
Yeah. But
So-
My man was straight pimping.
the Gigantopithecus was featured in two separate parts of last week's episode of the Far Fucked podcast.
So if you
Um,
haven't listened already, go back and listen, you fucking pussy, the fuck.
Yeah. Once when Sean first mentioned the Gigantopithecus, and then once again at the end credits, which is my favorite part of the episode because it's the funniest.
And it also gives us watch time, so yeah, once again, go back and listen to the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, please don't skip to the end. You have to watch the whole thing, otherwise it doesn't
Yeah.
count as a view for us.
yeah,
so
yeah. There's like, then you're just fake and leave.
yeah, you're just a pussy, and I'm gonna kill
But
you.
like, the thing I'm annoyed about is that like, there was over 100 views on the last video, and where are those subs? Question mark. Hello.
Yeah, where are those subs, you motherfuckers?
Come on, you don't like what the fuck? You have to subscribe and you have to like. That's the
Some
whole
people
point.
just watch it for like a minute
Yeah.
and they're like, nah man, fuck this.
You
Yeah,
have to like, you have to subscribe. You know, I'm
What-
not even gonna lie. I was proud of that episode. I listened to it maybe 3 times.
Yeah, so did I. The last episode was sick.
Same actually, yeah.
Like while I was drawing or while I was just chilling, I listened to it about 3
Tried
times.
nothing else to do.
I
Yeah,
thought
a
it
lot of
got
was
your
people-
man Mark to look it up on his phone. Well, I looked it up for him and watched the video.
A lot
and
of,
just
a
gave
lot
it
of
back
people
to him.
enjoyed it. Like people enjoyed it more than I even expected. A lot of people said they actually really liked it. So I hope people feel the same
Yeah.
about the rest of it.
Because it's not that my mate Jason, he's the fella that made the thing at the start of the video. He was saying how like most podcasts are just boring as. Then again, like at least we tried to make it not boring.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, we'll do
we
our
talk
best.
about
Not sitting
monkeys.
here like
We're here to
politics.
entertain.
We're here to talk about monkeys.
Yeah, just sit back, listen to the podcast where you're doing some fucking shit, like, you know, if you're, as Sean said, drawing, you know, fucking with your parents arguing in the car, and you know, they're screaming at you, telling you how you're such a failure. Just listen to us. We'll make your life.
Dicks.
Yeah, and you're just being a fucking failure, and your family fucking hates you, and you're gonna live up to nothing. Just listen to us, and we'll cheer up your day, and we'll make you.
Because we feel the same. We relate.
Yeah, we know what you're going through.
Quite so.
Because
so
we're not very good.
I'll
Also,
start us
I would like to say, before we begin into the monkey talk once more, I would like to restate what Nathan already said, and I would like to say, where are those subs, you fucking pricks?
Fucking subscribe to the fuck. That's what's gonna help us push. Get our fucking shit out there, boys. Come on.
It's gonna help us get our money up and not our funny up. We want to whoop Joe Rogan's ass by the end of the year.
Share it to people too. Like, if you enjoy it, and if you sit back and you actually enjoyed it and you watched it, and you want to see more, obviously you like it, and then that gives us incentive to make more, which we will be doing anyway. And then share it to other people, help us get bigger, and help us reach more people, so more people can enjoy it.
Even if you hate it, we're still gonna do it.
Yeah, even if we're just this is a pastime for us. Like, we're just bored as shit. So.
Exactly.
I have nothing better to be doing at any point in my life. I could make a new episode every single day, honestly.
Actually could, yeah.
Or what I could be doing is being high as fuck right now, like the Tarzir monkey, who is a fucking legend. That kid is on crack cocaine. The Tarzir monkey.
The Tarzir monkey.
Yo, you shut the fuck up. Leave the Tarzir monkey.
Man, I said I was going first. Shut up.
You've already talked about the fucking.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Okay, so basically, the Gigantopithecus was known to have lived in what is now China and Southeast Asia. My man was pimp chimping on some bamboo back in the ancient times. He was 10 feet tall. He could stand up on his hind legs if he wanted to, like any other ape. But he preferred, like a normal ape, he preferred to walk all fours like an absolute unit. Weighed around 1,200 pounds. A normal gorilla would weigh like 400 pounds.
Was he one of the big fucking gorilla guys that was in Donald Planet of the Apes that just fucked people up?
Not sure actually. But he's the big. Do you know Tarzan? Yeah.
Yeah. You
know the big monkey man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Gigantopithecus.
That's pretty lit.
They are obviously extinct and all. They are from the early to middle Pleistocene of southern China. There was different species of them. The G. blackie. And then other potential identifications have also been made. So they don't actually have any names for the other ones, but they have.
Did these like legit exist? Like, when did they go extinct?
When they go extinct?
Yeah, they actually like a legit thing.
It was like a dinosaur type time.
Were they by any chance?
Are
they only hype?
They're an arc, aren't they? Like
They are an arc, yeah.
Are they only hypothesized, or do they actually exist?
They actually exist.
That's awesome.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, they're fucking funny as fuck in Ark. You can actually jump on their fucking shoulders and they carry you around. And they go like 100 miles an hour. They're fucking sick.
They arrived in 6 to 9 million years ago.
Jesus.
But they died out 100,000 years ago.
Oh no.
Fuck.
We're just a little bit too late.
Yeah, we were just a little too late.
Just a little bit too late. Yeah, like what killed the Gigantopithecus? The largest ape ever died out because it refused to eat greens.
Is that how it died?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, how did it die?
What's called? Because it refused to eat greens. You know that they eat meat.
Eat your greens, kids, or you will die. Eat your greens.
You will die like the Gigantopithecus.
Your parents aren't lying to you.
They weren't no herbivore fuckers.
Yeah.
Like.
Smoke weed, you pussy, or you'll die.
Smoke some gosh darn weed.
Get that green, bruh.
What's called the Earth was the Earth was in like the Ice Age, so there wasn't many there wasn't that many like food, I guess, to eat because they all just, ran away to somewhere warmer, I guess, and they just stayed there and refused to eat the plants. Or they
were protesting
fruit,
veganism.
Actually. They ate fruit and meat, so they didn't want to eat like leaves or anything, and the fruit didn't grow anymore because of the Ice Age.
That's unfortunate.
They're
Yeah,
just they
that's a
were
shame.
monkey.
Monkey.
I
They,
mean,
they didn't have like a
they were
fucking.
strong-willed
They had a
fellows,
strong
big
preference.
guys.
They were not about to back down from their normal everyday diet.
Now, a monkey that wasn't afraid to dabble in the old greens, the Tarsier monkey, who is probably
Is that your monkey choice?
yeah,
Monkey
he's
of
probably the most
choice.
cracked out monkey I've ever seen in my fucking life. This motherfucker, we're gonna have pictures of this cunt in this thing because you see these guys, you cannot say they are not absolutely whacked out of their
My
fucking
man is
minds.
blazed.
Like they have absolutely no fucking idea what's going on. The whole world to them is spinning at like 200 mile an hour.
It's
Vibes.
true. It's true.
Tarsiers are small animals with enormous eyes. Yeah, because they're fucking high as shit. That's why.
Yeah.
Each eyeball is
high as shit.
approximately 16 millimeters. The fuck
Jesus
in
Christ.
diameter. Like
Christ.
what the fuck? That's crazy.
That's mad.
That's
In
fucked
some
up.
cases, larger than its entire brain.
Oh
What
my
the
god.
Holy shit.
I would like to point out
Whoa.
that I fucking hate these monkeys. They disgust me.
Why?
Hey, what the fuck?
They're awful.
How can you
They're,
hate a
Hey.
monkey? Hey.
Jeez,
That's
jeez,
it.
wait a second.
they're
What's
more
going
like
on here?
they're more like frogs with hair than monkeys.
What do you mean? Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Wait, hold on. I just saw a picture that makes me like them. I'll
They
put
also
it
have a
up now.
tail that's up to 20 centimeters long. Like 20 to 25 centimeters long. It's fucking crazy.
I've changed my mind. I like them now, and I'll put the picture up. I'll send it to the Discord so you can see what picture changed my mind. Here, this is the one that changed my mind. Here.
Why? Oh, yeah, I seen a picture of them sleeping. When they're sleeping, they look so fucking like chilled. It's sick. Like they just
Yeah.
stop being high as fuck for a second, and then they just pass out, and then they wake up and they're high as fuck again.
I also like this picture of them.
I
This
just
is
want to know
actually-
like what the fuck they're smoking. Where are they from?
Just some man about to fucking grab it in their hands and just squish them.
That's the tarsier in relation to the size of a
I feel like
normal
they
human
move
being.
at like fucking Mach 10.
Yeah, they definitely
oh,
do.
definitely.
Like they're just like bouncing around the fucking trees because they're just so cracked out of their minds.
Yeah.
Are born furred with eyes open. They're born fucking cracked out of their minds. Holy shit, they're born with their eyes open and are able to climb within a day of birth. What the fuck?
Jesus. That's
Absolute
weird.
units.
They just literally out of the womb and they're like, come on boys, where the fuck is the cocaine? Give me the fucking... It's probably because it's passed down to their blood. Like their fucking mother is just absolutely necking back every drug she can get their hands on. So by the time they come out, they're already just fucking 50% heroin.
Oh, they're 50% crack. Heroin would make them all lame and lazy.
Yeah. They're just complete and utter crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
meth.
They're meth addicts. Little Breaking Bad monkeys.
They can drink liters of fentanyl and not die.
It's because of the sheer amount of crack in their system.
Yeah. It's like a fucking.
Washes
It's like
out.
having a chocolate bar. Right,
Alright.
Worm. What's your fucking? What's your monkey of choice for today?
Okay.
This really is the
Now-
Monkey Time podcast. Let's go.
My monkey of
Monkey
choice
Time
today
podcast.
is this one. And I'll put the picture up. This monkey is called the
Oh.
woolly monkey.
Mm.
They are of the genus Lagathrix of the New World monkeys, and they are one of the 4 species of woolly monkey that originate from the rainforests of South America.
Damn.
They feature a prehensile tail and live in relatively large social groups.
I see.
I love these little fools because they're fucking awesome.
These
Let me
little
look up the
mongrels.
fucking woolly monkey. Let's find some
They're-
pictures of this motherfucker.
The woolly monkeys are closely related to spider monkeys and have a thick brown coat usually, with dark gray appendages, but their hair can vary in color from like red to gray and shit like that and black. So there's no real limit to how awesome these little boys are.
So they're like Amazonian, right?
To these handsome.
Yeah,
little
they're
fellas.
Amazonian.
They're fucking
Places
Let's see.
places like Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Peru, and they usually reside in high elevation cloud forests.
That's sick.
I
Yeah,
see, I
they
see.
live really high up. And in their social groups, there is between 10 and 45 monkeys usually for the same
Oh.
like monkey tribe.
So they be like squatted
Oh.
up, like
Yeah, they
gang
have all
on
their
some
they keep
gang
all their
shit.
slimes with them, so
Yeah, they on some gang shit for
Oh,
real.
as you do.
they are hunted exclusively by eagles, cats, and humans.
Are they? I think it can't be that small that an eagle could take
Wait,
one. Maybe
what?
baby ones, right?
It's a huge eagle. Like there's huge species of eagles
Yeah.
that grab
I
them.
suppose
It's
with
not just like
babies as
regular
well.
eagles,
Nah.
Yeah.
because they only weigh around 7 kilos.
Really?
70.
Yeah, they're actually pretty small.
So they mustn't. Yeah, they must be like hella small. It's just the fucking woolliness of them. They look big, right?
Yeah, they are
That's
pretty
what I'm assuming.
small. I can't find anything on their like average height, but they are not large monkeys.
That's fucking cool. Man, monkeys are sick. Why is there so many different types of monkeys? We're probably the worst type of monkey to ever exist.
Yeah, we
Kinda
are the
went
human race is the worst monkey.
kind of went downhill from once we began.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I also
Once
just
we got to
slightly
like
touch on the Emperor Tamarin monkey and how fucking cool that motherfucker looks?
yeah, but oh
We just
yeah,
got a picture of him up.
the average height of a woolly monkey is 20 to 24 inches, so it is just under 2 feet tall.
Damn.
Yeah,
They really be
Oh,
pimp
dear.
chimping.
they're pimp chimping.
Damn.
They're fly
Yeah,
as fuck.
You gotta love some pimp chimping every now and again.
Yo.
Yeah, and here's a picture of a pimp chimp. There he is. Give him a shout out on your Instagram story.
Of course.
I'll put him up. I'll put up the pimp chimp.
Do I know the pimp chimp you're talking about?
You absolutely do know the
Yeah,
pimp chimp I'm
I
talking
think I
about.
know the exact pimp chimp you're talking about.
I think I know.
You definitely do. You know the pimp chimp.
Is it
Wait,
the
wait.
origin of pimp
Are
chimp?
we talking about?
Oh no, it's not that. It's
Oh,
not
it's
that
not,
pimp
it's-
chimp.
Wait.
No, it's not
It-
that.
Nope, not that chimp. Close, but no cigar.
Fuck. Well, welcome back to the Misfits podcast. We're rated 5 stars motion.
Okay, so
where we do be pimp chimping.
now the monkey talk
If anyone
is
doesn't know
over.
the origin of the phrase pimp chimping, first of all, the fuck is that just completely threw me off guard.
Don't
Yeah.
know.
Why? The origin of pimp chimping is from like the Misfits podcast, where or even just the
Swagger
Misfits in general,
Souls.
Swagger Souls just started fucking saying everything was pimp chimping, and then everyone
It was
hated
because
it
he
at
played the
first,
monkey
and then it
game.
kind of just became. It was like one of those things where they started using it ironically, and then it just became a part of their vocab, which is like pretty fucking sick. So everybody do be pimp chimping these days, and this podcast is most certainly pimp chimping. So
Quite
yeah, that's
so.
our. Are we done with monkey talks, or if we got any more monkey talk? Monkey
I
talk?
Monkey talk over.
I think
I reckon that was a
There's some
solid section. That was like nearly
images.
25 minutes of monkey talk. I think monkey talking was a solid section right there of the podcast.
I think we're done
Uh,
I think we're done with monkeys at the moment, for the time being.
What the fuck is that? Chimping
These are just
ain't
horrible
easy.
memes I found of
Chimping ain't easy.
There's Nathan's monkey.
You're giving
again.
John so much editing work to put all these fucking photos in.
I'm gonna put them in
It's
a.
John.
I'm gonna put them in a really fast, like really
compilation?
really fast compilation. It's just gonna go, "Brrrt," and then it's gonna be over.
Yeah, so get ready to pause, kids.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Stop fucking sending monkey memes.
Okay, the next monkey you send is the last one I'm putting in.
I gotta make it good then.
Okay, perfect. All right, that's it.
Uh-oh.
I hate that.
Also, since this is the end of the monkey talk, I'm gonna put some honorable mentions here,
Oh yeah.
because these are some monkeys that really appreciate. They really deserve appreciation. So here we go.
Yeah, and the tamarin monkey has to be in there, bitch, because that's
Wow.
fucking sick.
Look at these monkeys. Aren't they
Whoa, all these
beautiful?
monkeys. Well, I
Don't
love
you guys?
monkeys. Hey,
Don't
Sean,
you
don't you
agree?
love monkeys?
I love monkeys. Yes, I do
Monkeys,
love
yay.
monkeys.
Monkey time.
Yay, monkey.
Everybody, look at
time.
these. Look at that one. Whoa.
So if you're not looking at the YouTube right now and not seeing all these monkeys, like look at all the monkeys. Whoa.
This is
Okay.
purely a visual gag. So if you're
Yeah.
on, if you're so, because this is only going on YouTube. So
Make sure
this
we
isn't
keep
going
rule
anywhere
number
else.
1 going here. Let's just make sure rule number 1 stays in this section.
Yeah, this is rule number 1. We're not
Monkey
ever gonna
time.
tell you what rule number 1 is,
But it's a big
because
rule.
it's a big rule. You might be able to figure it out on your own.
Okay, so I was just a segue maybe onto a more serious topic that we'll remove from a serious topic. But I was talking to my mom in the car the other day, and she was like, "You should bring this up in your podcast." So I was like, "Okay, fuck, I'll bring it up in the podcast." So she had this like incident with her friends the other day. I'm not gonna go into the fucking deals of it, but she was like, it was a kind of a scenario where they have like this kind of group, like an organization group, right? And someone had commented on like their Instagram saying something that they had been doing wrong, you know, like someone gave their opinion on like what they should be doing better for their kind of fucking organization, right? And you're one like the kind of the chairperson of their group. Like at first they like messaged her directly, and she just ignored it. And then they were like, okay, so if you're not gonna fucking answer my DMs, he started posting it on their actual Instagram posts. So she then like sent screenshots of it to my mom and being like, oh, should we just block him? And he's a blah blah blah, like he's not fucking, he's being a troll, as she said. And my mom kind of got annoyed because the guy was making valid, like the guy was making like solid valid points to like the conversation, or like like their organization is, like he was making fair points and giving his opinion, and it wasn't like, as she said, trolling. And like I said to my mom, I was like, I find it funny how like yous all talk about, like older people always talk about how like the internet, or like saying, how do I even put this, like they're always saying that all the criticism we take online and all this stuff is so bad, and we are like so like it's all pushing for perfection and all this shit on Instagram. But then as soon as like they go on the internet, right, and as soon as they're like slightly criticized, they back down. And like I don't think older people can take criticism on the internet like the way we can.
Yeah,
like a stranger says something to someone, like to someone maybe in their 40s 50s, so it's like criticizes them on the internet, and they take it like straight up as either trolling, or like they take it like really harshly, or they're like, oh, that person's just an internet troll, they can't say shit. Like it's like, but it's just not how it is. Like, but like say if someone says something to us on our podcast now, being like, "Oh, you should do this better," like we're not gonna be like, "Oh no, fuck you, you're just a fucking troll." Like
we're gonna try and improve
Yeah.
with creative, like with constructive criticism.
Yeah, like I think like older people just have this fucking thing of like,
Aversion.
Strangers on the internet are just like, oh, they have no actual say, or they don't actually exist. And it's like, it's kind of funny how that's changed over these years. Like our whole generation has grown up around the internet, and like everyone we know, like literally, I have so many friends who I literally pretty much, I might have met maybe once or twice in real life, but mostly know them through the internet. And you can actually have like, I don't think other people realize how much of an actual relationship, or how what people say on the internet is an actual thing. Like there is another person behind that screen, and them giving a fucking their opinions is quite a fucking, like, it's not something you can just be like, oh, they're fucking trolling me. Like I hate that fucking thing. Like I swear older people use that phrase so much. Oh, they're trolling. No, they're just giving you fucking constructive criticism that you can't take, so you're just calling it fucking trolling. And then
I want to point out that it is true that I've noticed it a few times with things like when my mom would be on Facebook and she would be, you know, doing mom stuff on Facebook, like arguing about politics or whatever.
Just being on Facebook in general.
She doesn't even argue, she just listens to what people have to say, and as soon as she criticizes someone's point of view, they go off and they go, oh, I'm gonna block you, I'm gonna report you to Facebook, oh, you're a stupid idiot, and stuff like that. Like, oh,
it's like they expect to give their opinion and not get any opinion back. Like they think it's like some sort of fucking outlet for themselves.
That's just Trump supporters as well on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like people just have this outlet, and then they're like, oh, I can say whatever I want, but if anyone says anything back to me, oh no.
Yeah.
I was sitting there and Joe Biden put up a post, and I followed Joe Biden because like I thought it would be gas, yeah. Like
I'm
one of
pretty
thought
sure
it'd
I
be
follow him too.
gas.
posts,
Yeah, I follow
He
Joe
has the
Biden
best shit
too.
posts.
and he literally posts shit posts. But what's called sitting there and looking at all the Trump supporters like flocking his thing, going, Trump 2020, Joe Biden's bad, blah. Like, okay, keep your like things elsewhere. Like if a bunch of Joe Biden supporters came over into the Trump's like comment section, started saying that, there would be like fucking war.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
it's
Joe
so
Biden
strange.
supporters are simply just polite.
I think politics is a thing we probably should avoid talking about for a while.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah.
We should probably dedicate an episode to it.
I think it's a bit
Mm.
too depressing to like talk about. I don't think people want to hear about that shit when like there's already enough of it going
Yeah.
on around the world. People like
Well,
escape and all that shit.
personally, I believe politics is gay and everyone should
It is.
fucking.
If you choose politics in school, just admit you're a bender.
No, if you choose politics in school, just admit that you don't want anyone to like you because it's just because everyone will
Just
You're
hate
asking
you.
admit
for it.
that you don't
Yeah.
have cock and balls. Just admit you have a mangina.
Okay, well,
'Cause it
speaking
really
of
do be
things
torture.
that people don't like, I wanna establish my my character as being someone who hates everything because I have quite a lot of things that I want to talk about that I fucking hate. One in particular is, have you guys seen that TikTok of the two twins who are as
I just
thick as
hate TikTok in
shit?
general.
Da Vinci?
The Da Vinci thing.
No,
I
I
wanna
don't want TikTok.
discuss-
I avoid TikTok at all fucking costs.
I don't even have TikTok. This was sent to me through some fucking. It was basically like psychologically. It was like psychological warfare. Someone like subliminally messaged it right into my brain, and now I know about it. And I googled it to see what the fuck it was, and it made me realize TikTok
What actually is it? I
is.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, so basically, there's these guys called the Voros twins, and they're two creepy-looking weirdos, and they're doing this quiz, and on TikTok, it's like a filter, and a question pops up above your head, and then you say your answer, and then it shows you the actual answer shortly thereafter. And
Okay.
there's one of the scenes, like there's one of the questions, it goes, "Who painted the Mona Lisa?" And these guys go, "Who painted the Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa painted the Mona Lisa." And then it's
Oh, God.
obviously Da Vinci, right? And Da Vinci comes up beneath them, and they go, "Da Vinci?" And it makes me it makes my blood boil. It is awful, and it makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah, TikTok should just be ended really quickly.
It made me realize that TikTok is literally the Liberia of the internet.
Like TikTok is fucking
Yeah.
disgusting. Like
It
if you
is
look at
the
it,
worst
there's
place on
literally
earth.
It's
There's
gone
literally, like,
from Reddit
10-year-old
being the worst
girls
place on
doing-
earth.
look at it now. There's literally
Being
10-year-old girls
TikTok.
doing the WAP dance for literally like
Yeah.
and all that shit. Like I don't think people realize that shit's literally going to the fucking Chinese government with a bunch of old Chinese men, and literally pretty much anyone can get access to that shit. Especially with the algorithm works. One fucking 12-year-old girl does the WAP dance. It somehow goes viral because it hits the algorithm, and every fucking old man everyone who has that fucking app sees that shit. Everybody, because literally if you hit the algorithm on that app, the reason people go
Ghost be
viral on
smiling
it is
right now.
because if you go viral on that app, like it hits the algorithm and everyone fucking sees it. Like that's actually why
It's
everything goes
completely
viral on
by
that.
accident too. There is no
Yeah.
rhyme or reason to what gets
They just-
popular or why.
They just throw it on
I
everyone's For You
posted that. I
page.
thought it'd be funny to post a car crash, yeah. Well, it wasn't even a car crash. It was like me and a couple, like me and my mate Niall and my sister, and 2 or 3 people that I don't really talk to that much anymore. What's it called? It was Niall's girlfriend at the time, and I was like, cause we were in their house. They live on a farm. They're rich, all that. There's a Range Rover. Their what is he, like 13-year-old son is allowed to go around driving it. So was Ellen, which was Niall's girlfriend. She was allowed to go around driving it. They all were like, it was like just a Range Rover, yeah. And so they were letting us all drive it, and we were all having fun. And then Niall was there, his girlfriend in the passenger seat, and he's there like driving around like the head beside the hedgerow of like the field where there's like a driving path. And he goes around this one corner, and do you know, like, you might see those trailers with like the triangles on the back for an ad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one of them parked up in a caravan. And or was it a caravan? I can't remember. Just or there might have been two of them. There's two of those ad things. And for some reason, this bitch, fucking Niall tried to turn right to stay on the path as he was driving on the path. But then he goes to turn. He was calm and all. He was just having a good time, and he was going like 80 or something. And then Pascal, for some reason, this bitch, she just grabs his hand because she was scared. That was her point of view, or her like excuse, I guess. She was
Very
scared, so she
intelligent.
grabbed his hand, and then the
She
car
grabbed
just
his
slammed
big
into
girthy
the
cock.
side of the car just
grabbed
slammed into the
she
like
grabbed
thing,
she grabbed his thick veiny cock and started squeezing
and
it.
it made him jump and fucking.
She grabbed the gear stick, if you know what I'm saying.
But
She
what's
tried to
up? It
shift it
crashed
into
into the
reverse.
side of the thing, burst two of the tires. The passenger door wouldn't open because
Of a
the way it
fucking
was
Range
dented at the
Rover.
hinges. Yeah.
Oh,
And I posted
fuck.
on TikTok, and because I thought it was funny because when I got out of the car and I was sitting there with his hands on his head like, oh my god, what have I done? That kind of like surprised expression on his face, and I go, Niall, you've crashed a mobile! and that got like 300,000 views on
Such a bad
TikTok.
time to
Christ.
fucking meme on the poor guy.
And then these two clout-thirsty girls, his girlfriend at the time, and this other girl called Hannah from Clare, and they were so thirsty for views and all that and fame, even though it was just a TikTok.
TikTok views mean fucking
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, they mean
Exactly.
nothing
Like
at
I
all.
wasn't even stressing about it, and this girl was like commenting on my things and all, and like telling me in person like, you need to take that down. It was my car that crashed. I should be getting all those views, but and I was like,
Oh
okay,
my god.
It's a
stay mad,
thing-
You
cry
didn't
more.
record it, bitch. Be mad. Fuck
I-
you. Like,
I
And then what's called the Hannah girl, she was like, because she sent the video was from her private story, and I posted it, and she was like, it was from my private story, and she was there in the comment section, posting like 10 comments going, it was my story, it was from my private story, you should all follow me, blah, and I was like, man, you're so
like,
sad. She
literally,
was
right?
like,
If you posted
"Give
that
me the
same
views."
video on YouTube, it would probably get like
11
7
fucking-
views.
yeah, like 10 fucking views. Like fucking TikTok views mean nothing, and then the next fucking TikTok you post will probably get like fucking 12 views again. Like it doesn't. It just. It's if you hit the fucking algorithm once.
I was like,
just
how should I
goes.
get more views from this? And I just posted the part 2 of it and got like another 200,000.
Yeah.
I used to talk to someone on Instagram. I don't have Instagram anymore. I deleted it. But when I had
Smart.
it, I used to talk to someone, and they had something like they used to average like 500,000
Hold
views
up,
a
can
TikTok.
we pause real quick and just do a little call here? My fucking headset's dead. And I want to fucking fix my mic real quick, or like I have to reset it. So just quick little pause.
All right.
So, our things,
Things are good, Sean. How are things with you?
decent enough, I suppose.
It's good.
Sorry, boys. I'm just fucking I actually
Kind of
charged my
missed
headset
out on
last
half
night
my
and now it's
weekend
fucking
because of
dead
the
already.
hospital, which was.
This is
dead as
another
hell.
thing for the this is another thing for the Patreon.
Let me try fucking fix this shit.
It's because Nathan can't hear us, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Nathan, you're gay and I hate you.
Girthy cock.
Nathan sucks fat cock. Isn't that right, Nathan? Don't say anything if you suck cocks.
I can hear. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you, Nathan.
Okay, let me just make sure everything's still recording in the right places and stuff. Yeah, I think we're okay.
I already know so far after what we've been talking about. I already know if Jason is going to make an edit out of this thing.
I'm not keeping this in it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
yeah.
most
I
of this out.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I already
Alright,
know.
are we back?
Sorry.
We're
Like
back.
One of the
my
things he's
headset
gonna
died there and I couldn't like hear anything. So we're back.
All right. Okay, so what I was saying was I used to talk to someone on Instagram who used to average like 500,000 views a TikTok, and they had like about 200,000 TikTok followers, but they would like advertise their Instagram and their Twitter and stuff and their TikToks and on their account, but they didn't even have like a fraction of that in followers on anything else. and it's because TikTok is fucking worthless. It's
Yeah,
the
like,
worst app
You can
ever.
blow up in a day and it means nothing. Like the only people who've actually gained anything are like the people that are fucking like ridiculously big and they're like Madison Beer and shit like that, where their names got massive. Like the people that were originally huge on it.
Yeah, it's only good-looking people and guys with long curly
Yeah,
hair.
Guys with
e-boys.
long curly dicks.
Curly
Like
dick.
it's such like a useless fucking app.
It's only the good-looking people.
It's only the big veiny boys with the thick throbbing cocks get famous on TikTok.
Yeah, like it doesn't like fucking hundreds of thousands of people will see it, but like people are seeing fucking people that actually go on TikTok are looking at like hundreds of fucking TikToks a day. They're not gonna remember that one fucking 15-second video you made that had like fucking 50 million views. It doesn't matter. They're like, oh, haha, funny, and then that's it. It's done. You actually get no fucking.
They go.
There's no
Yeah.
traction from that. Like it's
They
different
go-
watching.
They go,
It's different from someone like making a fucking YouTube video that gets 100,000 views. Like people are there for 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. They're gonna fucking remember watching that video for 15 minutes, and by that time, they're probably gonna like. There's a high likelihood they'll subscribe, and then they're actually gonna stay watching your channel. Or and then YouTube also will then straight afterwards recommend them more of your videos or more of that person's videos. So they get more of an audience on TikTok. Like they see that one TikTok that got 100,000 views, and then they flick up someone else's instantly. So they're already completely gone off your fucking shit. So you got that one view, and that was it.
Yeah.
You're never actually gonna get any traction on a fucking site like that. Like it's cool. Okay, my TikTok went viral, but like it doesn't mean you're famous, bitch. Like no one fucking cares.
I swear the Da Vinci thing it just makes me so angry. It's just not funny, and the fact that people enjoy it makes me
it's so
believe
obviously
humanity is dead.
fake.
If you want real
Because
fucking
like they
now those
like
two fellas are
the
milking
first
it.
thing they say is like how many hours in 2 days? Oh, 36. How am I supposed to know that? And then it goes like 48, and they're like, whoa, that's way too many. How are we supposed to guess? And it's like, you're supposed to know because you're not
go to
fucking
fucking
morons.
school, you stupid prick.
Yeah.
Like
It's and like see the thing about it is it's such an aggravating thing because if it's serious, that makes me sad because they're really fucking dumb. But if it's a joke,
And if it's fake,
it
makes me sad.
it makes me angry because it's not a funny joke.
yeah, it's just not fucking
it's not
entertaining.
a funny joke. Only 12-year-old girls find it funny.
I'm
I
14 and
think
this is
maybe
deep.
I think having AIDS would be a bigger riot than fucking watching these idiots fail to be funny.
Yeah, like people are like, oh, TikTok is actually funny. Okay, alright, I actually have a really good theory on this, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I've said this to a few people, even people that love TikTok, and they've even said I'm right. But think about it, right? How TikTok will never reach the level of Vine simply because of this fact, right?
Yeah.
Because someone makes a funny TikTok, right? You see that funny TikTok, haha, funny. But the reason it gets ruined, and they will never be like classic, like, no, there's classic Vines that people still reference this day, and Vine's been dead for like 5-6 years. Like, Vine's been gone.
Yeah.
And people still reference funny Vines. Because of this reason, they were a once-off fucking thing. People on TikTok, one person does something funny on TikTok, and it becomes a trend, and every single fucking person does it to the point where it's so watered down.
It's
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
it
true.
It's the
that's
fact
so
that
true.
you can do the sounds.
Yeah.
You can take the sound
Yeah,
files
exactly.
from other TikToks and use them in your own
It gets
thing. That's
watered. It gets
why.
watered down to the point where it's just not fucking funny anymore, and it's like, okay, that's just dead.
The baby penguin and the iceberg thing. I don't know if you've heard any of that.
No.
It's like this thing, and
No.
people use it for stuff that's not even relevant. It's like me in school when the teacher says the thing, and it's like there's a baby penguin stuck in an iceberg, and then it goes, "What's a penguin and what's an iceberg?" And I'm like, it's not the same as
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
I want to kill myself.
Like it's
I think I'm just gonna do it on this episode of the podcast.
they
you
just
know?
get watered down so much. Like you'll never have that situation where there's like fucking. If you think of Vine, you're gonna just think of actually funny videos, and they only ever happened once. If you put that onto TikTok, like if you
Yeah.
put those Vines, if you like switched it around, like those Vines wouldn't be funny because people just water them down to the point where they're just not good anymore. Like there will never.
The thing about
That's why
it
it will
is
never
it's,
reach that level.
Vine was like a hub of originality.
Yeah, exactly.
You never. It's like, and it
Yeah.
was people on
Except for that
TikTok.
one fella, the fucking
TikTok does
watermelon.
not have any sort of. You don't have to be original or creative
Or have any comedic value
interesting.
whatsoever. Like
All you have to do is have a functioning frontal lobe
yeah,
to make a TikTok.
just copy someone
That's
else's
it.
trend, and that's actually it. Like you just fucking
Yeah, but
do a dance
you know,
or
okay, I wanna
use someone's fucking-
clarify something.
Yeah, go.
The reason that we're angry in this episode is because all of us have had a bad day.
True,
That's
true.
the canon reason
Yeah.
now. We've
What
all
do you
had a
mean?
terrible
I
day.
hit platinum on Rainbow. I'm having a
I
good
fucking
day.
hate Sundays.
Shut up, Sean. You're ruining this.
Sundays are probably a bad day for us to record, but it's like the only day we can record. I fucking hate Sundays. Sundays suck.
Sundays makes me upset because it's the day before school.
Mate, I literally have college in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, I just want to go to sleep.
I have one more week
Grand though,
before I
it's just,
begin
it's
college.
just film production.
Yeah, true. It is just film production, but still, I
Just document your
I
life.
get education on how to make more podcasts, so that's pretty sick. Like literally, a module in my fucking college course is like radio programming and stuff. So trust me, when we say there's more fucking quality coming to this podcast every week, it will be because I'm literally studying it in college. So we're here for the
We're gonna
long
try
run,
our
boys.
best
We're here for
anyway.
the long run, definitely.
We're gonna try and utilize Nathan's expertise
Yeah,
to the
for sure.
fullest extent, but the truth is, since we're poor and sad and lonely and we can't be in the same place at the same time,
So that's why you have to
podcast is gonna-
subscribe, please. Like,
the
See, we're
podcast is
gonna
gonna
make
suck
the
for a little
podcast
while.
house over in Canada.
yes,
Yeah, no, we're gonna start a podcast. We're gonna start a podcast nuke bunker in the middle of Nevada.
The podcast shack. The podcast shit
The
shack. out in
podcast
Alabama.
RV.
Ebo-
We're gonna do the Breaking Bad thing.
Breaking Bad road trip across Europe.
Yeah, we're gonna make an RV. We're gonna have an RV. We're gonna fit it out with mics and a big computer, and we're gonna record our podcast during our entire road trip across America. And we're gonna kill Mexicans and like smoke meth and stuff.
with loads
Breaking Bad stuff.
with loads of Tarsier monkeys that are just cracked out of their fucking minds, and we can use them as an excuse to why there's loads of methamphetamines in the fucking back.
And the final boss battle of this journey will be we all have to beat the shit out of Joe Rogan. We're not going to win because he's an MMA fighter, but we all have to fight him. We have to make attempts to fight
We'll
him.
have the Gigantopithecus
That's
on
the
our
end
side,
goal,
so it'll be good.
anyways.
Yeah, we have the Tarsiers, and we'll probably employ the help of the bald chimp too. So,
Yeah, we got this. Allah.
yeah,
Wait, but
we'll see what
no,
happens.
no, we can't have the ball chimps. That'll be confusing. Oh, I won't know which.
That's
I won't
a
know
very
which
good
one's which. There could be some friendly fire in there.
We accidentally fly and kick a fucking bald chimp, and it's
We accidentally drop kick a monkey instead of Joe Rogan.
It's because Joe Rogan's the biggest
He
ape
just
there
he
is.
just blends in. Wait,
does.
they might even take his side. Fuck, they might betray us. They'd be like,
That's true. They might.
'cause, like,
they might think he's.
yeah,
on
whatever.
the
monkeys
planet
run
of
off like
apes.
alpha. Don't they have like alpha complexes? Where, like there's like one alpha and they fucking
Yeah.
Joe Rogan would definitely
They
be the
have
alpha.
It's because he would scream the loudest and go.
Big monkey man.
Now you see, I think we're not as funny this time because we had a bit of
We're
a lull in the
always
middle,
funny.
like giving out about TikTok. But
yeah, we're bringing it back up. We'll bring it back up. We get
we'll bring it
we
back
get
up.
we talk about monkeys and a
I just
smile
need
comes
to
to my
start
face
waffling
again.
about something.
The smile on my face
I'm
comes
sure
with the
some
talk of
topic.
monkeys. But it's okay to have some serious
I'm
talk every now
trying
and again.
to.
It doesn't always have to be like fucking crazy funny. Some
Yeah.
real talk is
Yeah.
pretty
It's
good.
true, but I do
think we
like
should
the
talk about
funniness
Yeah.
disabled
because
people.
it's good to be lighthearted about stuff too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like people should not take what we say
No,
seriously.
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Like we're not
Except-
actually that bad at
Except
people.
we have rule 1, the most important rule of all.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course. But
Uh,
so we'll never cross
oh yeah,
that border.
shit. I have something really important to continue the theme of. Remember how we talked about the baby killing a man
Yeah,
last time?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I have another funny, crazy rap story that you definitely won't be expecting.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you guys, by any chance, remember Silento, the man
Yeah,
who
who
created
made-
Watch
yeah,
Me,
yeah.
Watch Me Nay Nay?
Yeah, I seen a meme about him recently.
No, don't send the image.
Recently, Silento was charged with attacking strangers with a small axe.
What?
One.
You really do be
Rapper
whipping these days,
Silento.
huh?
Rapper Silento has been charged with assault after allegedly attacking 2 strangers with a small axe. After walking into an unlocked home, he swung a hatchet at 2 people inside before one of them disarmed him, according to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Local reports say he was looking for his girlfriend.
What?
Prosecutors say he
left
has
him
been
after he
charged
put up
on
that
2
thing.
counts of assault with a deadly weapon and is currently being held in a jail on a $105,000 bail.
Jesus. So he really
Yeah.
just walked up in that bitch like, watch me whip, and just fucking started
Crack their skull open
Man.
with a fucking axe.
and then just
He
nay-nayed
was my
out that
role
bitch.
model in 6th class. I don't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
think he's realised.
He
For our
straight
6th
up.
class end of year graduation play, we had to do a bit like where we had our fucking. I don't remember what the play was about, but we were all holding plungers for some reason, pretending to plunge toilets. All the lads in the air were just sitting there plunging, and then suddenly the song comes on, and then it's like, "Watch me flush, now watch me scrub." Watch
Oh
me flush,
god, that's so
flush, watch me
bad.
scrub, and we're like whipping
hate
and
it.
nay-naying
Oh,
with
it's so
plungers.
bad. I hate it.
It was so
I
hard.
fucking
It was so cringe.
I fucking hate that.
I hate it. It's terrible. Please
Oh,
never, ever,
I just-
ever discuss that
I
again.
just realized like the shit we see kids do now, like Fortnite dances and shit like that, being so cringe. We literally did that shit with
we were
fucking
liter- I
Silento.
was literally whipping
Oh.
and nay-naying with a plunger.
We-
We
For
were just
our
as bad.
in 6th class, when we were like graduating in quotes from 6th class, right? We had to sing the fucking Charlie Puth, Wiz Khalifa,
Oh.
Paul Walker is Dead song.
Yeah. Oh.
What's that song
I'm pretty sure
called?
like every school in
Um,
the entire country, see you again. Like
Yeah,
every fucking
the
school
one
that
that's
year did
literally
that.
about Paul Walker dying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every single fucking school in the entire country did that at that stage. Like every fucking school in the world did that song, because it was just like
But that was
themed.
it was terrible because
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with us leaving school. It was all about
Paul
Walker
Walker's
dying.
death. Oh, that's so bad.
It was a reflection moment.
Have you guys seen any of the Fast and Furious films?
I've seen quite a lot of them. I don't think I've seen the more
I've
recent
seen
ones
a
since
couple
Paul
of
have
them.
died. I haven't seen them like because they're kind of just shit since he died. They're kind of just more of an action film than the actual racing.
I have literally no interest in it at all. They seem like
Since
extremely shitty, boring films.
Yeah, literally,
No
I've
pretty
seen
much
substance.
Two,
it's
and
so
that's
shit
it.
though. Like pretty much since fucking Paul Walker died, like they kind of just stopped. Like it used to be about racing, and it was quite a fucking cool film. Like it was all about the fast cars, and now they kind of just like The Rock has taken over as the main fucking character for most of them, and it's just
Oh.
they've just become like purely
He
action
just always
films.
appears.
Like they're still kind of cool. Like they still have like
Yeah.
cool car scenes where the cars are like fucking just straight vibing, and they're just like going hella fast, and it looks sick. But then like the rest of the film is just an action film, and it makes no sense at this point. Like it's just kind of watered down. They're just kind of using the name at
It's
this
just
point.
an action film with
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking
it's kind of
Like the most recent one is literally called Fast and Furious Presents
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw.
like it's
like it's not actually a
Oh.
Fast and Furious movie. It's
No,
just
it's
Hobbs
just
and Shaw.
it's presented by one.
they just used the name for the fucking views, and that's it. Like they have no fucking
I-
the
I-
storyline kind
I
of
would also
died
like to,
so long ago.
Something I would like to discuss that I fucking despise is the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I fucking love it. I watched Endgame and Infinity War
I love
again this weekend. Those two movies are the best films of
All
all
right,
time.
so we've got some differing opinions
Let's go.
here.
They're the best movies ever.
I think they're just fucking boring, lame shit with absolutely nothing to offer. And
Have you
what
seen
You
them
would
all?
like anything.
Have you seen them all though?
do I? I've seen quite a fair few of what can be considered the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I seriously do not see the appeal.
You kind of have to watch like the whole thing to get like the whole like especially like Endgame and Infinity War are definitely like one of the most best produced films ever. Like there's
Are they though, or
No,
do
they
they just
definitely
have
are.
the highest budget?
like no the maybe well, they obviously have a fucking high ass budget, but like the way they kind of closed everything up is probably like one of the best ways any fucking show or anything has ever closed anything up. Like they actually gave reference to everything. Like everything was actually like there was closed books on everything. I reckon anyway, and I think they did like a really good fucking job on it to especially close something that was so big to so many people. Like you can see the way like
Hold on.
like the way Game of Thrones
on, wait.
ended. It like some people enjoyed it so much, but they hated it because it ended pretty much.
Sean, did you ask if I like anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so here, I'm gonna put up a picture of something I like. Are you ready?
No.
Better be a monkey.
no.
There we go. There, that's what I like. There, I'm not putting it in the Discord, it's going up on the screen, so you'll have to wait until the episode's up to see it.
Great.
That's what I
Oh.
like.
Once you forget what it was.
You have to leave a
then you just-
timestamp.
No, I know what it is, I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just sitting there like, this is what I like, and then on Wednesday when you're editing it, you're gonna be like, what was it again?
No, I edit it like literally
Yeah.
as soon as we finish recording. I had the first episode done like an hour after we recorded it.
Well, wait today till like we get all our fucking voice clips and all that shit. Well, okay, we'll leave that shit till after the
Yeah.
podcast. Anyway, yeah, I think the fucking Marvel universe is really good. Like you can, I like what when's at the I don't know, I'm fucking rambling. But at the start of lockdown, I watched all of them through again once Disney Plus came out because like they put them all on that. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll watch them all again. I watched them all, like I literally looked up the fucking order to make sure I had them right, and I watched them all in order, and it's actually really well made once you watch all of them
That's what I
straight through.
did, yeah.
They're like, they all kind of tie in together quite nicely,
It's
even
like-
though they were
it's
never
mad
meant to.
making a movie,
Like they were never.
and you have this idea for like the first movie, and you put it in,
Mm.
and that's like an Easter egg for the like last movie or like third last movie. Like it's just weird.
Like they were never meant
How
to
do
be
they think
tied
that far
together
ahead?
like
They're
that. Like they just started off as the Iron Man films, and then everyone really enjoyed them, and they just started making more and more and more of them.
No, but what I mean is like, let's say I forget half the stuff, but like let's say in Iron Man they put some like
Like phrases
let's
and
say they
quotes,
reference
yeah.
the phrases, quotes, and like Infinity Stones, for example, yeah. In that like mind cube thing that Loki used.
Yeah.
What's it called? Kind of mad how they're like, okay, this is in like what 16. They're like, okay, let's put this in here, and then in like 2020 we'll bring that back.
I don't
into
think
the next
they
movie.
I don't
Like,
think they made it
how
like
do you
that though.
think that?
They never meant for it to be like that. I think they kind of just went back and they were like, how can we tie this back in? I don't think they ever meant to have it like this. They were just making the Avengers films as they went along, and then for Endgame, like when they go back in time and all that, I think a lot of that was kind of just off the ball, like off the hook. They just kind of went like, okay, where can we tie this in, or
Yeah.
where was there kind of a gap that we could put this in and we can add new content to, or we can see a bit more behind the scenes and then we can like tie it all together kind
I
of thing.
think they just ran out of like things to do for the last movies. So they're like, let's just make them go back in time.
It was a pretty good idea though to go back and like fucking the way Stark
Yeah.
goes back and gets to talk to his dad, even though he had a bad relationship with his dad, and it kind of ends on like a wholesome note, and like I thought it was quite like well done. Like I only watched Endgame,
Yeah.
I finished it this morning, and I thought it was like
Although, I do have some movies for you guys to watch, just so you know, so you can get a taste for what I like. I'll send them in the chat, and I'll put the posters up or whatever in the fucking thing while I'm editing, the thing. I'll
the
send you the
Shawshank
Can I just make a note though? Like I was watching Avatar today with the Blue People, one of my favorite films ever. Like I fucking love that movie, and I just really want to know when they're making Avatar 2. Like they've been talking about this since they made the first one, and it's been like fucking 12 years, and they
I love the Twitter screenshot.
they
and it's
still
like,
haven't made it.
Avatar 2 coming early 2016.
Yeah,
And it's
it was
just-
actually meant
doesn't
like they were
come
meant to
out.
have it out by this year, and they said they would have it out by 2020, but I think it might have been cut back with COVID. But I don't
It's
fucking
been so
know.
long since I watched that, and I'm not bothered to watch it. 'Cause all I
It's-
remember is man in wheelchair gets into pod and then turns blue man.
It's actually such a good film. I
Here
fucking
is
love
the
that movie.
blue man group.
Here's 3 films
Oh, no comment.
by
The first one's good.
These are 3 films by writers and directors, the Coen brothers, and they are probably my favorite.
No Country for
directors
Old
and
Men. I've
writers at the
seen that.
time.
I just don't remember it.
It's fucking awesome. It's got Josh Brolin in it, and who is Josh Brolin?
Couldn't tell you.
Don't have a clue.
You don't know who Josh Brolin is?
No, I really couldn't tell you.
I probably do if I saw it.
Really?
No.
It's literally Thanos.
Oh really? Oh.
Oh, sorry, we don't see him as a human.
Yeah.
You fools.
I was actually thinking that earlier. I was like, who is the actor for Thanos?
Damn,
And
he's a
then I
handsome
just didn't
fella.
bother looking at it.
They look. You know who Thanos looks exactly like?
Fuck, I don't know.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
He looks. He looks literally identical to fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, he actually does. That's true. He looks kind of like fucking
Hold on, I'll go.
literally your fucking profile picture.
Do you like? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put up my drawing of Jeffrey Epstein next to Thanos.
Are you gonna draw this week's thumbnail?
What?
gonna draw this?
Oh, am I gonna draw the thumbnail?
Yeah.
I might.
Wait, if I go into Discord on my phone to send an image I have,
Yeah, you can.
will it kick me out of the call?
I don't think so. You can try. If you do, see you
Here.
later.
There you go.
But Jeffrey Epstein. He really didn't though. He really didn't kill himself.
No, he didn't.
Fucking
He didn't
stupid,
kill himself.
stupid
Kill
fucking
He
pedo
obviously
rings.
didn't.
Yeah, he deserved it. Whoever killed him, he deserved it.
Speaking of cuties,
Yes, you know, I watched half an hour.
I didn't want to.
Cuties.
I didn't want to be put on a blacklist. I just couldn't do it. I don't want to be fucking.
Well, you see, I recently
Isn't it like
I
worse than
recently
people even thought it
ordered-
would be?
I recently ordered the anarchist cookbook online, so I'm already on a watch list.
Oh, fair.
So I decided I would watch. I decided I would watch a half an hour of Cuties just to see if it was real. Or I decided to watch as much as I could stomach, just to see if it was.
Isn't it
as
like
bad as
worse
it
than
was.
people thought it would even be?
Wait
Yeah,
a second.
It's like
I
really
could only get. It's
fucked.
literally disgusting. It's perfectly. It is literally child pornography.
Okay,
It's
well-
It's like
it
soft
exactly
porn, isn't it?
meets the
It's like
qualifications.
Sure,
That's
that's all it
fucking
is.
disgusting.
Because Netflix are a bunch of pedos and old men.
It is
However,
extremely soft.
you
Like, how did they let
Soft
that
child
slide?
This
Who
man-
let that slide?
This man literally is Jeffrey Epstein.
And before they brought it up, for fuck's sake.
It is Cuties is fucking disgusting.
Like-
it is the most. I couldn't watch more than about a half an hour.
Before they
It's
even made
fucking
it,
disgusting.
fucking hell, like before they
Why
even
did they
made it,
even
people were
bother to
saying,
try?
"Don't fucking release this is fucked," and they still fucking released it. Like, what the
Yeah.
who the fuck let that slide? Who let that pass? That is so fucked. You just can't have that
It
shit.
is fucking disgusting.
And for
type of
Netflix to make
shit
that
that
a
would come
Netflix
from
original
Brazil, like.
series, like Netflix looked at that and went, "Yeah, we'll make this an original series. Like, we'll fucking promote this." Like, what?
It's got 1.3 on Google, but I think it's got 85% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Jesus Christ!
and
What?
it's got 68% on Metacritic.
It's so
It is
fucked.
fucking disgusting.
Like, who the fuck even thought of that?
That's dumb as hell.
It's like they took
I
they
have-
took the idea of Cheer, which is actually a good show if you haven't seen that. Like Cheer, but that was like full of fucking 18-year-olds. They were like 18 to 20-year-olds. They were like college kids, and they were actually it's a sport.
All of the actresses in the film are like 11, and they're not old enough to watch
Yeah.
this fucking movie.
Yeah, isn't it like for fucking the 15s or something?
Yeah, because it's fucking disgusting.
That is.
Like, there's no other word to describe it.
How can you
it's a
make
horrible,
how can you
horrible
make a
film.
show about kids and then they rate it too old for the said kids to watch? That's when you know it's fucked.
Yeah,
That is just too.
I mean, they
fucking
kind of did
far.
that with
No one.
Stranger
There's
Things,
something
but
else.
Stranger Things wasn't basically
Yeah,
exactly what
Stranger Things-
pedophiles use.
That was because it was like more of a
Yeah.
horror
Masturbate.
film
Stranger Things wasn't.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
because of the scariness active.
Basically,
aspect
my
of it.
point is, you can't masturbate to Stranger Things. You
Yeah.
can try, but it's not. If you're a pedophile, you're not gonna
I
get turned on by
object.
Stranger Things. Yeah. Oh no! Time out! It's full of kids, Nathan.
No, not-
Stranger Things is full of children.
It's not that. It's the
my
fucking.
God.
It's the. Yeah, we're not gonna go into it.
The monster.
Yeah, the monsters are fucking.
Okay,
They
so
vibing.
basically, if you're a pedophile, you're not gonna jerk off to Stranger Things, but that's
Yeah.
basically what Cuties is. Cuties is just child
Yeah,
pornography.
it's like
and
it.
awful.
It's like it. Like that movie has. It's like a clown killing children, but like or not even. Isn't he? He kills the kids, but
It
like.
doesn't even kill
Yeah,
him.
it doesn't. It just kind of like tortures them or like fucking scares the shit out of them.
Kind of. He
That's-
just scares
yeah,
them.
that-
That's it.
That's gonna be like obviously rated up for like older people, and it was made with kids. But like, there's a fucking huge difference than scaring kids and like putting kids in soft porn.
Sexualizing
Yeah.
them.
Like, geez,
Making kids
Yeah.
like.
like that is just it's.
I'm gonna
Making them
censor that
throw
because
it
that's.
back
I
at
feel
you.
I feel
That-
awful
that
saying
was-
that. I'm gonna censor that.
That was like, yeah, I just don't see how they can do that. Anyway, we're gonna move off this topic. That's kind of fucked.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I just want to wrap that up. All right. Cuties is disgusting.
Watch something
Do
else.
not watch it. Do not watch it. Watch fucking.
Wolf of Wall
Jo-
Street. The Wolf of Wall Street is a fucking
Watch the Wolf of.
great movie.
Watch the Wolf of Wall Street. Watch the Big Lebowski. Watch No Country for Old Men.
I-
Watch Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Watch any of those films. Watch fucking watch it for fuck's
with
sake.
me,
Watch anything.
little segue. With me and Sean being on this podcast, I reckon watching The Wolf of Wall Street is a good idea because there's bound to be a lot of drug talk come up in this throughout the fucking years we do this, because drugs are a great topic to make funny stories about and stuff. But if you want to have
There's also a lot of we're also going to be making a lot of references to The Wolf of Wall Street.
The Wolf of Wall Street is
one of our favorite films.
It's the fucking best movie, one of the best movies ever.
It's an absolute banger
It's
of a
fucking
movie.
great.
It's fantastic.
Sean, haven't we watched that movie at the gaeltacht like at least we watch it like every year pretty much.
Yeah.
Like we actually watch it at least once every year. It's fucking great.
Remember that one time we were going to watch, we were watching The Shawshank
Yeah, that
Redemption,
was
and
great.
AC was sitting there and he was like, man, this is gay as. And then 5 minutes later, he was sitting there on the floor on his stomach with his legs in the air behind him, swinging them back and forward, watching it like a little girl. It's like 5 minutes into the movie, he was enticed.
He was
That's only because they
groomed.
beat up the fat man at the
I
start.
know
and
we
murdered
didn't
him.
like we were meant to be up at like fucking 7 the next morning for some trip or something we were doing that like for that fucking
Oh, to the Iron
yeah.
Island.
We were up till like fucking 2:30 watching that movie, and she kept coming into us like our fucking Banantee or like the owner of the house that we stay in for those 3 weeks kept coming into us, and she was like, lads, you need to go to bed, when is this over? And we're like, oh yeah, like 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes past and there's still like an hour and a half left on the movie. We're like we're not fucking going to bed. It was too good. We just
She was too scared though to come in and ask again.
yeah we
All right,
we were just
boys.
fucking loving that film.
We've reached
Oh,
the
but-
hour-long mark.
Yeah, we'd only go too much longer than this.
Wait, can I expand on that exact same night?
Yeah, go on.
So do you remember we went up to our room, and I was in a room with Nathan and 2 other guys, Killian and Keen. And for some reason, Keen was going around dancing in his jocks.
that night
and
was
all.
that night? That was so fucking...
pulling his boxers down, jumping around, doing the helicopter and whatnot.
No.
And he came over, sat on Killian's on the side of Killian's bed with his jocks off, trying to give him a kiss.
I
Just running
just
around,
want to point out the really
dancing
funny
and-
part of the whole thing. We were all in bed and like we had the lights off and everything, and everyone was kind of just quiet going to sleep because we were like tired as fuck. It was like late. It was probably about like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning at that stage, and we were meant to be up early in the morning. And we just hear like these footsteps walking around the room, and it was going on for like 5 minutes. And we were like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then Killian turns on the light, and Keane's in the middle of the room just dancing around in his fucking jocks for no apparent reason.
Well, we were
he
like,
wasn't even saying.
we thought it was in a different room or something, because Keen was dancing. He was like, what?
He wasn't even.
I'm up on my
He wasn't
bed.
even speaking. He was just being really quiet and dancing around it.
Yeah, and then when we turned it on, we kept them on, because he just
Yeah,
kept
we
dancing.
were fuck-
He wouldn't
We
say
were
anything.
fucking
He
pissing
just kept on
ourselves laughing.
running around the room
We
dancing.
were fucking pissing ourselves laughing.
This was like, was that the same day that Keen was like, what, 15? Keen tied up a 13-year-old
Oh yeah.
with a bunch of, what was it, a bunch of belts and like
Put him in the
duvet
suitcase.
covers.
Was it that?
Yeah, and put him in the suitcase, and then he got out of the suitcase because it wasn't closed properly.
Anyway. We'll leave
Well-
Gaeltacht stories for
well-
next week. I think Gaeltacht stories would be a great one.
Okay,
We have
yeah.
some really good.
All right,
we have some-
because
We
I've
already
never
have
yeah.
school stories to catch
Where
up
I'm-
on.
I've never been to the Gaeltacht before, so I will be also
Man,
new to
you
these
missed out.
stories.
yeah, we have some great stories to
Um,
tell you next week. We'll keep them for next
But
week.
okay, so I think we're done
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna wrap it up there.
We had our ups and downs.
100%,
We
yeah.
had our ups and downs. But I think it was a good episode this week.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah,
I had a
hope you
good time.
enjoyed.
I actually had a good time this week.
I hope you
I
didn't
was bored
actually.
as fuck. so-
If you're still here at the end of the video, fuck you.
yeah, fuck you.
Why haven't you
Fuck
shared it with
you.
at least 12 other people yet? What the fuck?
No, that's not why. If you're still
So
here, just
you haven't
fuck you.
posted this
Yeah,
on your
honestly.
Snapchat?
You haven't liked
Alright.
and subscribed? The fuck?
Okay, boys. I think we better wrap this
Yeah,
up.
so as we said before, like and subscribe actually really does help us a lot. Like it pushes our analytics, and the more analytics get pushed, the more YouTube recommend it to more people. So
Like,
we
I
would
don't
really,
even
really
care
appreciate
if you
it.
Don't watch it. Just
Yeah,
do
just
it.
fucking throw it on in the background. If you don't actually care about what we're speaking about,
Takes
just leave it on.
Takes 2 seconds.
Turn on your fucking computer, just leave it on, have the fucking sound on mute, and just let it play for like 12 fucking hours. Just give us.
I just viewed.
'Cause we
I'm
don't
looking
wanna
at the
sit
I'm
here
looking at the
and do it
analytics
ourselves.
of the last video. The average view duration is 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Well, most of the time people only listen for that. People,
Yeah.
it's hard to like keep people for that long anyway, regardless. And most people like turn it on and then they start listening and they stop and they listen to the whole thing later on. So I think that's kind of like a big thing with podcasts. But in general, like our fucking view time was like 400 minutes, which is like quite solid for our first one. I didn't expect that. So for the people that are actually listening and enjoying, honestly, thank you. Like we actually are pretty happy with how last episode turned out. And like I didn't expect the analytics to even look that good. So if you haven't already, do subscribe, and we actually do thank everyone that's been enjoying them. And we have been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it, boys. What do you think? Pretty fucking good time. So
yeah, I've had a really
Can't wait
good
to
time.
spend
I've been
Sunday
enjoying
evening.
this so far.
so we're gonna try keep it to weekly.
So
We're gonna keep it up, and if one of us aren't here, we'll carry on with the two of us. We'll do our best to get as many to get them every week.
I think
Probably just
it's
be
a good
Nathan being
time to
gay.
call it.
Yeah.
I think we better do a little outro. I'll see you boys next week. I'll see anyone who is listening to this bitch. Also, I would like to say again, if you're listening here and you've listened to the entire thing, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you,
Fuck
stupid
you.
bitch.
Fuck you. Okay.
Honestly,
bye.
just fuck off,
My
leave.
fucking
Bye.
knob cheese.
Fuck you.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too. Fuck you.
Gucci on my wrist, yeah, bitch.